What's up, guys? It's Z-Dub Sports Nation here, and we're back with another conference tournament preview. This time we're covering the Big Ten, Zach.
Yeah, the Big Ten is one of the best conferences, obviously, and we saw it was a wild day for the Big Ten today. Nebraska beats Wisconsin, which allows Illinois to have a share of the Big Ten title, which is amazing. So thank you, Nebraska, for pulling that off.
I got a secret for you, Zach. I know how Nebraska won the Big Ten. Won that game against Wisconsin. It helped out the Illini right there.
Oh,
ready for this?
Let's do it.
Little Red. The power of Little Red, the mascot, helped Nebraska win that game.
You know, you might be right. The dude, he's like 10 feet, isn't he?
Yeah. If you haven't, you don't know what we're talking about right now, go look up Little Red. He's the mascot of the Nebraska Cornhuskers, and he's amazing. He's life-changing. One night last semester, Zach and I were up till 5 a.m. talking about Little Red for 4 hours.
It's true. 4 hours of talking about Little Red. We just think he's the best mascot in the world.
We're big Little Red fans. Nebraska isn't really relevant in the basketball world, and so we don't talk about them on this show, but they're kind of like Colorado State for us a little bit.
We root for them any chance they got. So them beating Wisconsin today was hype.
But with that being said, let's get into it here. Let's talk about the Big Ten tournament here, and let's preview what's coming up here. And you know what, Zach? The first matchup we see is Northwestern against Little Red and Nebraska. And let me tell you, Little Red's gonna power his boys through this game.
Oh, he definitely is. Nebraska's playing actually good ball these last couple of games. I think Nebraska's gonna win. I think they can get by Northwestern decently easy.
Yeah, I think they win that game right there, Zach. And the other playing game right here, you got Penn State taking on Minnesota.
Penn State's playing good. They only lost to Happy Valley could do this. Rutgers beat them by 1. Illinois only beat them by 5. So I think Penn State's playing their best basketball this season right now, and they can get by Minnesota, who's really been struggling.
Let's send it. Let's send it with Penn State here. And let's start going with the second round matchups here. We got Penn State taking on Ohio State, Zach. And do you see the Buckeyes winning this game?
I could see the Buckeyes, but this is a Penn State team. I think they have the best chance maybe for a run. Actually.
Yeah.
I think in Ohio State losing to Nebraska the other day. Not that I'm like Ohio State. Well,
we
bad.
Just sung the praises of Nebraska, Zach. we tell people why Nebraska pulls off these upsets, but carry on with the play.
So I think Penn State can do it though. I really think this could be the Cinderella team.
Okay.
I think they can beat Ohio
pull the
State.
trigger?
I pull the trigger here, actually.
I'll trust you. Let's pull it. You're the Big Ten guy, Zach. You know the Big Ten better than most people in North America. So
it's an upset that could really happen.
So let's send it. Let's pull it. Penn State.
Let's go.
Wins that matchup against Ohio State there. And now we got Maryland taking on Michigan State in this matchup here, Zach. And what do you like in this one?
Maryland, I don't think Maryland's going to really have it in. Like, I think they've kind of mailed it in as well. Yeah. Their Michigan State-Maryland game today was kind of uninspiring. I think Michigan State can do it, like win again against Maryland. So I like Michigan State here.
Michigan State pulls off this win right here. And let's go up the bracket. And we got Nebraska taking on Iowa here, Zach. Can you see the Huskers pull off another upset?
Ooh, they might be able to.
Might be able to.
What do you think about it? You think they could?
My heart, I want to see it. I desperately want to see it. The relevancy of them boys in Lincoln. I think get going, but I think Iowa wins this one.
I think so too. Iowa's won 8 of their last 9 until they lost to Illinois by 2 today in the Big Ten, for the the season-ending game. So I think Iowa too.
I think Iowa wins this game. I think they're too much for Little Red though. But they're gonna fight.
It'll be close.
Little Red's gonna get them boys going. And he's gonna battle, but I think it's just too much. Let's go up here, and we got Indiana taking on Michigan here, Zach. And what do you like?
I like Michigan.
Yeah,
I like Michigan. They had a huge win over Ohio State today at Ohio State.
Is Juwan Howard back for this, or is he still out?
He's back.
He'll be back.
He'll be back. Juwan will be back. I think they'll have a good week of practice. And Indiana is really faltering lately, so I like Michigan to get a win here.
But now Michigan has to take on Illinois, Zach. And what do you say? Illinois is Michigan's daddy? Is that something you say?
They are. We are their daddy. Dude, Michigan is kind of like our baby brother in every way these past couple of years. They try to mimic us. They think, but they're just not Illinois good. So we're gonna stomp them.
You're gonna stomp them right here. We got the Illini.
Seeing Illinois as a 1 seed in the Big Ten tournament is awesome for me to see. Michigan's been playing good, but it ends for them.
Yeah. Now we got Rutgers taking on Iowa. And Zach, something you said, it was weird seeing Rutgers as the 4 seed.
It was. Rutgers with a double bye in Big Ten. I'm like, what is life right now? Seeing that, like, that's weird to see.
Yeah. What do you like in this game, though?
I like Iowa because the Murray brothers. The Murray brothers have been fantastic. They played really good against Illinois tonight too.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Murray brothers are a little too much for them, and we love the pace that Iowa plays with.
They run, man.
They run, and so I could see Iowa getting by.
It's a heart attack game there with Iowa. They run and just get people going.
They do, and they can shoot the ball well from the outside as well with guys like Bohannon. So
let's see the Hawkeyes win that game. Now I got Wisconsin taking on Michigan State. Wisconsin. I don't read too much into that game today. I think in their minds they'd already locked up the Big Ten title. And they're all right losing that game. Like, I mean, of course they want the number 1 seed going into this tournament, but they're not too heartbroken. Like,
I think so too. And the only concern is because Johnny Davis exited in the second half, as long as it's not a serious injury, I think Wisconsin's fine. So I think Wisconsin can get by team.
Might have been a little precautionary.
It might have been.
Wisconsin was that game right there. And now we got Penn State taking on Purdue here.
Purdue's going to outpower them, I think.
Purdue?
Yeah, I like Purdue.
Purdue. It's too much for the boys in Happy Valley. And now they got Purdue and Wisconsin here, a matchup we saw not too long ago.
Yeah, with that Chucky Hepburn buzzer beater. That was pretty exciting.
Can Chucky and the boys get it going again?
I'm gonna have to say no.
No.
I think Purdue's too much. Like,
Purdue.
we've been singing Purdue's praises for a long time. I still believe in them and quite a bit. They're so good offensively that I think they can get by Wisconsin.
And now let's see here. Illinois and Iowa, Zach, and your boys again with the Illini. Can they knock off Iowa again for a second time in a week?
This is tough for me because I try to get my bias out of it.
Yeah.
You know, I try because Illinois is the team I watch by far the most, probably seen 25 of their 30 games this year. I think I'm going to go Illinois though. We've had such success against Iowa these last couple of years. We swept them this year. So I think I have enough belief. Do you like Illinois in that one?
I do. You know what I do? I'm repping some Chicago Cubs stuff here, helping with it. The people of Illinois right here for you.
Let's go.
But I think that Illinois does win this game. I think it's good for them. I think it means a lot to them to win the Big Ten. It's been a year which they've struggled at times this year, but for them still to win a share of the Big Ten and for them to come into the Big Ten tournament as the number 1 seed, I think it's a big confidence boost for them.
With all the injuries we've had to deal with, Illinois, maybe the most injuries in the nation, maybe outside of like Florida State, that any team's dealt with. It's pretty remarkable that we're in the position we're in. And now Curbello's playing better. Illinois is in good shape.
So I think they do win this game though, Zach.
I do too.
Now we got Illinois and Purdue. A game here. Purdue's won twice this year against them. And to me, I think Purdue wins it again, Zach. I'm sorry.
I sadly do too. I think kind of like this is me and Will talked about this about the Big Ten. I think Illinois is to Michigan that Purdue is to Illinois in terms of like we just can't beat Purdue right now. We've struck like they're just a little better than us at most positions, just like we're a little better than Michigan in almost every position. Our big advantage is Kofi Coburn.
Not in this matchup.
And he gets neutralized in this matchup.
Yeah.
And then it's a game of can our guards just be amazing simply. And that's a little too much, I think, for Illinois. And I think Purdue would win.
And so we see here the Purdue Boilermakers are the Big Ten champions for 2022. But Zach, they get the AQ. The question now becomes how many teams get into the tournament for the Big Ten? And this one's a little more challenging.
This one is, I'm going to say you get 1 through 8 in. And
through 8,
you get all the way to Michigan. I think Michigan needs to beat Indiana. I think Michigan beats Indiana. I think they're in.
All right. So you think 8 teams get in? The winner of the Michigan-Indiana game gets in?
I think so. I think that is an elimination game for them, most likely. Whoever loses that is not going to get into the field. That's how interesting that second round match is.
Tune into that game, folks. That's going to be something.
That's going to be something. Every other team should be secure. 1 through 7 should be secure.
Yeah.
And Michigan State could definitely use a win or two because
I think could they be in trouble if they lose to Maryland in that game? Or do you think they're still locked?
They're a lock, but they're trending to like a 10 or 11.
Yeah.
I think probably a 10, probably not an 11.
I'll ask you this. Does Maryland have a shot at all?
I think they have a little bit. because right now Michigan State at times their half court offense isn't very good. And if Maryland can confine them to the half court, I think most teams can beat Michigan State.
What kind of shot do they have at large bid without winning the Big Ten? Or do you think they're done?
I think Maryland's done too many losses at this point.
Yeah,
15. I think 16 losses now. I think Maryland is probably finished.
Okay, so you're looking at 9 teams out of here, and unless you win the tournament, someone else wins the tournament that are getting in.
I think so. So this is a high bid league right here.
We'll see what happens in the Big Ten. I think it's gonna be really interesting. It's gonna be entertaining. That's what's gonna happen for us, and that's our thoughts on the Big Ten right now, guys. But as we mentioned, we've recorded a bunch of videos, all previewing the conference tournaments. Right now, we've recorded our conference videos on the ACC, Big 12, now the Big Ten, and the SEC. Those videos are going to be posted today. Coming up here, I think we're recording tomorrow. So Tuesday evening, we're going to be recording videos on the Mountain West, Pac-12, and the Big East. 3 more conference tournament videos coming out for you guys. We're going to preview those conference tournaments, give you our picks on who's going to win the tournaments, and also who's going to get into the big dance from those tournaments and from those conferences. There's going to be a lot to talk about as we get rolling, and we go a week from tonight, Sunday. We're recording this Sunday evening. A week from now, we're going to know the conference champions. We're going to know the AQs, the at-large bids, and we're going to have our bracket.
Oh, I can't wait till we get a bracket. We're gonna be filling as soon as that bracket, or as soon as the selection Sunday happens.
We're gonna be going
because it's like we love Selection Sunday is literally my favorite day of the year. So
it should be a holiday.
It should be a holiday. Christmas, Selection Sunday, best 2 days of the year. So I'm excited.
There's a lot to look forward to, guys, and we're excited here at Z-Dub Sports Nation to bring you as many videos as we can. Hope you guys like them. Like, subscribe, comment on our stuff here. Let's get rolling, and
appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the support you've been giving us.
Check it out, guys. See ya.